flipped it for me, and getting that's what I wanted was that perfume. And there was an artist in there that was painting bottles. And then the person, like my husband, he got it, and then he told him what he wanted it to look like.
Oh.
And they had a book where you could pick, and you had flowers and hearts.
Oh,
and,
look at this.
And then Happy Valentine's Day on it. And I don't know if I would have said that's what I want if it hadn't been for that special touch. So this artist gets paid to make the product better, which we talk about all the time. So she's doing her art and helping them sell products at the same time.
It's very beautiful. It's called Hypnotic Poison, and it has flowers on it, and it has a bling heart in the middle.
And my husband decided, he totally surprised me. I said, "This, you got to give him parameters. This is what I want. Go, go design,
That's
the other part."
That's right. And the shape of it is almost like
an apple. They only have the Hypnotic in the apple at Disneyland.
Oh,
the whole Snow White thing. How cool is that?
How's it smell?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's hypnotic.
Okay, great.
So what did I want to talk about today? We've been talking about vision a lot, and that's really a great thing. But if you don't take any action towards your vision, odds are pretty good it does not become your reality. So I'm reading a book I'm absolutely loving called Shift Happens by Robert Holden. And he talks about when you get to a certain point where things are just not working, you're just kind of standing there. And he talks about the Indiana Jones film, The Last Crusade. And at that point where Sean Connery and Indiana Jones, Sean Connery's his dad, and they're going to get shot if they don't go. And there's a chasm where it's like, forever down. And they know they're going to get killed if they don't do something.
That's right.
And so they decide, I'm going to take a step, and then a bridge creates. And that's what I believe is that, a lot of times you don't know what's going to happen, but you got to do something because you got the devil on the other side, and you've got to do something. So that's a great, The Last Crusade's Indiana Jones is a great movie to watch for that inspiration. And that's what the arts, too, I think, bring to us, too. Movies and shows and all that really help inspire us, to take action.
Right.
And so that's the name of the game today, and mentorship. Taking the next step, and I think mentorship is a really good way to help you do that, and we'll talk more about that.
So basically be willing to step out. And
I don't know, willing, I guess, and have courage. You have to have courage, because it's not easy. We don't know the answer. What I find personally is a lot of times that step leads me to the next step, that leads me to the next step. One of my favorite movies, What About Bob? Baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. It's like, what's the next baby step?
That's right. Okay, well, great. Thank you, Amy.
Do you feel inspired?
I feel inspired, yes, I am inspired. And we also have a fashion show coming up with Crystal Ball, and she is going to be bringing her models out shortly. She has Kim Flowers, Anne Marie, and Terry Watts, and I believe Terry's daughter. And so they'll be coming out soon. Also, we have Gary Anthony here. Hi, Gary.
Hello, how are you guys?
How are you this morning?
I'm wonderful, marvelous.
My gosh, we've been seeing so much of you and hearing so much of you lately. It's been really a joy. We were out at the Tap House the other night, and
that was fun.
On Monday nights.
Yeah.
And then you came to my show on Saturday night, which was over La Scala. Thank you for everybody.
They had to turn people away. You had so many people.
Well, I know we packed the house. It's a small restaurant. It seats about 60.
500 people.
50 that came from me.
Yeah. But the Tap House is just a great place to go on Monday nights.
And then the Tap House, yes.
I heard a lot of good dancing was going on.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, every single Monday night they have LJ and the Las Vegas Underground, LJ Harness, and they have just everybody sits in with them, and everybody comes out to dance and eat the food over there. So
well, it's a place for professionals. It's a place that was created for professional singers
to come and sit in,
musicians to come sit in, and we get a lot of them, especially from LA. They come in from LA.
Yeah, and they stay until like 1 o'clock in the morning, and then we go over to the other side and we have pizza.
Of course you do.
Yeah. So that was fun. So Gary, you were there, and you and I sat in and sang a couple songs together.
It was fun.
It was fun.
It's always fun.
So you're gonna start off the show with a song for us, and tell us a little bit about the song and the history of the song, and why you sing Sinatra.
Well, of course, my dad was a big band leader, just like your dad, and I grew up with it. I just grew up singing in my dad's bands and singing these songs most of my life. Now, of course, I've been in show business most of my life, and but this kind of haunted me forever. And I said one day, 94, I said, I got to move to Vegas and fulfill the dream. And that was always a dream to do what I'm doing today, and that is, if you want to call it, impersonate Sinatra or imitate basically I pay tribute to
I was
Sinatra.
going to say, I think it's pay tribute too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But the song here, I Got You Under My Skin, really, actually, the way this was created is Nelson Riddle was called before they recorded the album, and about midnight, and they said, we need one more song for the album.
Wow.
And he was in his little station wagon, and he created the song that night.
Wow.
Did the song that next day, and that became I've Got You Under My Skin.
Well, that's pure inspiration, isn't it? A lot of times, right, when they just come flooding through you like that, it's totally inspiration.
He just wrote it that night.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But this is one of my favorite songs that I sing.
Okay. Now, do you have this on any recordings? Any DVD? Is this on your DVD that you have?
Go to my website, majorep.com.
Okay.
And you'll see a lot of stuff there for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. This is I've Got You Under My Skin by Gary Anthony.
I've got you under my skin. I've got you deep in the heart of me, so deep in my heart that you're really a part of me. I've got you under my skin. I have tried so not to give in, and I said to myself, this affair I never would go so well. But why should I try to resist when, baby, you know so well that I've got you under my skin. I'd sacrifice anything, come what might, for the sake of having you near. In spite of a warning voice comes in the night and repeats in my ear. Don't you know, you fool, you never can win. Use your mentality, wake up to reality. But each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop before I begin. 'Cause I got you under my skin. How's that for you?
That's beautiful, Gary. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. It is so nice to listen to you sing. And thank you. And again, what is your website?
MajorEP.com. E like Edward, P like Paul. Come on down, see it. Check it out. Check it
Okay,
out.
so go to Gary's website. You can find out more about his DVD that he has available for sale and a lot of his albums and stuff. So thank you, Gary.
All right, thank you.
Okay, now we've got Crystal Ball, and she is going to have some of her models show off some of her designs. So we are here at the Siena Italian Authentic Trattoria and Deli on 9500 West Sahara, just west of Fort Apache. So come on down and join us for Lunch with Sandy. We are here every Wednesday from 12 to 1, and we are streaming online at www.KLAV1230am.com, and we are on KLAV 1230 AM on your dial. Hi, Crystal. How are you?
Hi, Sandy. Fine, thank you.
It's good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Yeah, we had you here a couple of weeks ago when you were modeling yourself.
Right.
You were modeling the clothes from Ecology, or was that with Deborah Wolfschlegel's dresses? Attitudes by Deborah.
Right.
That's right. So today we were talking about your own designs, and yours are called Crystal Designs. And
So Crystal.
So Crystal. And you are on your website is socrystaldesigns.com.
Exactly.
So how did you get involved in designing?
Well, Sandy, it started, I've been a model since I was 17, and just traveling around the world, seeing the different fabrics and just how many options there are for clothing. I like comfort, and I am ruled by comfort, fabulous but comfortable. So honestly, that really is what it is. And as we get older, our bodies change, and I wanted to design something for every woman that would be somewhat forgiving to the new bumps and bulges that I don't know where they come from, but everybody gets them.
I think that we're just developing more into a more full version of ourselves.
It's womanist, yes.
Yes. So who's our first model?
Our first model is Terry Watts.
Terry. Oh, hi. Oh, that is beautiful. So tell us a little bit about this. Describe it for our listening audience.
It's a jersey, and what it is, it's something you can throw in your suitcase, and it won't wrinkle. You just ball it up and throw it in there. It actually, you can wear it backwards or front. It has a tie on the waist, and it has a pocket for whatever you want to hide. The whole thing is comfort, and just it goes with anything, any time of year. It's timeless.
I like the way you go. You've got the crossing. You've got, at the waist it crosses over. But
It's very flattering. Yes, it's very
A
flattering.
lot of angles in this. Yes.
And free sized. It's actually free sized.
Free size. What does that mean?
That means that it will fit me. It will fit you. It is a cut that will
Like a one size fits all?
kind of sort of.
Great. So it's a stretchy fabric.
Yeah, because you tie it to fit. You tie that loosens and it ties.
Oh, I see. That's beautiful.
Thank
And then who do we have coming up next?
We have Marie.
Hi, Marie.
And talking about free size, this also fits every woman, and it's very, very forgiving. It's off the shoulder, but it actually has a roll top pant. You can actually put the top inside the pant and get more of a body framing outfit. Marie chooses just to have the free flow.
Now this is a
also
two-piece
jersey.
outfit.
It's two piece. And can you show just a little bit of the roll pant? The pant rolls.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes. All my clothes do different things, and they interact with each other.
Yeah. And the tones that you've chosen on this is the whites and the grays and the blacks blended together. Yes.
Yes. It's a leisure comfort.
And what is this called, the way it blends together like this, where you have the colors striated like that?
It's a blend. It's a knit blend, color blend.
It's very nice. Very
Thank
nice.
you.
Great.
Thank you, Marie.
And I recognize this woman coming up here. Hello. How are you, Kim?
This is the fabulous, unforgettable Kim Flowers.
Oh my gosh, this
She
is
brings the
gorgeous.
drama.
Yes.
This is what I call just free-flowing elegance. This is a timeless piece that it has pockets. You can wear it anytime, anywhere. Kim is one of my favorite and most devoted spokesmodels. Everything that she wears is so crystal. This, as you can see, is free-sized again.
This is beautiful. It's the three-quarter inch sleeve.
3/4 sleeve,
And-
and the bottom actually goes all the way to the floor, or it goes up higher, so you can adjust it. Like I said, I like clothes to do more than one thing.
Yeah, I see that you have it gathered, like
Yeah.
coming up on the side. So what you have is an adjustable thing where you can
Those are
tie
pull
it
strings,
and pull
yes.
strings, and it will
Yes.
come up higher, right? So
Pockets
make it a
and
little bit
everything,
shorter.
yes.
That is beautiful. Thank you. And next, this is the daughter. Is
This
this Terry
is
Watt's
Terry's
daughter?
daughter, yes.
What's your name?
Danica.
Danico. Hi, Danico. How are you? Danica. Thank you. Okay, so this is a shorter version than the other outfits, and this has, it looks like a patchwork design.
Yeah, it is. It's like the 80s kind of funk to it, and Danica being of the younger generation, I just want to show the versatility of what we do.
Right.
I actually could wear that over some pants, and so could you, Sandy.
Sure.
Danica has
What do you
a-
mean? I could wear it with just some stockings and some like she wears.
You do, Sandy. I don't know if you've seen her lately, but she's really got it going on here.
Oh my gosh. Well, listen, if you're just tuning in, you're listening to Lunch with Sandy here at the Siena Italian Authentic Trattoria restaurant at 9500 West Sahara, and that is just west of Fort Apache. We will be right back in a few minutes. Welcome back to Lunch with Sandy here at the Siena Italian Authentic Trattoria at 9500 West Sahara, just west of Fort Apache. I'm here today with Amy Frost, with Judith Pinkerton, Laura Manning, James Severson. Am I saying that correct? Thank you. And I've also got Calvin Lee, and we've got Arthur Blomberg. So, hello, Judith Pinkerton. How are you?
Good afternoon, Sandy. I'm well. How are you today?
Good, good. So you have Music for Life.
Yeah.
Yes, and how long have you been doing that?
Music. Well, I've been doing music as a healing modality in Las Vegas for 24 years now.
Oh, that's a long time.
The Music for Life brand has been around for about, woo! Let's check that music
That's
out.
music. I feel better already. I feel much better.
I was just testing.
Some people should be able to name that tune in just,
To 3 words.
2 notes. Music for Life has been branded in this town for about 13 years now. So it is full blown now over at the Solutions Wellness Campus.
Oh.
We have 2,000 square feet over there, just moved in September, and we are offering a variety of different kinds of programs in order to help people de-stress effectively.
Well, that's great. And I think you're going to be holding our mixer for us in March.
Yes,
on,
I'm looking forward to that.
March the 20th.
March 20th, yes.
And you're going to be giving us some little samplings of what you have to offer there.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. So tell us, you've got an event coming up tonight.
Yes, we have an open house. We do them semi-regularly, so tonight's the night, the eve of Valentine's Day. So it just allows people to come in and find out what we do there, a little bit about what WIMA's going to be doing next month.
Okay.
That's what we do at the open house. So what we do is we teach people how to think and act differently. So that with our programs...
Differently than what?
Differently.
They say shift happens.
Exactly. We're talking about visioning and shift happening. It's about whatever you may be doing that's keeping you in stress.
I see.
Is about accessing music differently to get you out of it. And we discovered that it's really like a boot camp that you have to go through because people have a certain concept about how they're supposed to listen to music that's different than what you need to do in order to really reduce stress effectively. And so that's what our boot camps are about.
And do you think we get stuck in patterns?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And when we're trying to make changes, if we, like you, I think the boot camps seem to be good for when you're trying to make a change because get us out of our norm of what it's just like when you injure yourself, a lot of times if you injure yourself, you protect that part of your body,
And then you injure another part of your
and
body.
Then, and then what
because
you're doing is
protecting
you're
that.
holding yourself, and so maybe you need to break that pattern of what you're doing because once the body's healed already, you should be able to do the things you could do before, right? Except maybe in a little different way. But if you break the patterns, and break your conception of it, then you can start healing in a different way.
Right. Well, when you push play on music, you do so instinctively.
Yeah.
And so you are automatically what we call entraining to the music, regardless of whether you're in the car and searching for the right music on the radio. You're seeking to entrain to the music. And what normally happens is your instinct to push play on it will carry you back into a memory association, or get you into what you might be afraid of with the future unfolding. So what rarely happens is that people effectively do it in the present moment. And so the Music for Life Music Medicine Protocol keeps you in the present moment. It only works in the present moment. So what happens is when you think of, I just need to relax right now, I just need to chill out, and you'll push play on what? Soothing music?
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that usually what you do when you want to
Meditation
relax?
music.
Right?
Yes.
If that doesn't work, it's the Music Medicine Protocol that will tell you what to do differently.
Okay.
Because when you are stuck in unsettledness, which could be anxiety or anger or depression or grief or frustrations or annoyance, you have to do something differently because pushing play on soothing music may not do it.
Okay. So can you give us an example? I know you talked a little bit about that.
Well, what happens in the boot camp is you find out what you're supposed to do differently. And it really twists people's brains because we'll do kinesiology and show you with muscle testing what music works and what doesn't work. And people are rarely going, oh yeah, that's what I thought. It's always opposing what you thought. I'll have people say, I know rap is bad and heavy metal is bad and you're not supposed to use any of that. And the truth is that we embrace all music styles is understanding where you and when you listen to them to affect healing. And so we don't negate heavy metal. In fact, I've performed with Metallica, and they're a great bunch of guys. It's amazing how Mark Anthony, for instance, singing today. When you connect, I know, when you connect with the personality, even though he's singing Sinatra, you connect with Mark, right? Gary, sorry, I'm sorry. I'm thinking Mark Anthony.
Gary, because connecting with a mark. There's a mark she needs to heal.
I know, I think so.
I'm just saying.
Maybe another lifetime he was Mark, and he just doesn't know it.
And I've done a lot of work at City of Hope, Eisenhower, several places like that with Lisa Lynn, and she's a world-renowned Celtic harpist, and she has a program called Harps for Hearts. And in Helen Bonnie's work, guided imagery music. So I've been around it and use it all the time in all kinds of different ways. Music, again, the vibration and what it does for you, it's really an amazing healing tool that is not utilized very much.
Yeah. In fact, we have a music medicine coach down at our office where you get a kinesthetic, visual, and auditory experience with music that has binaural beats embedded in it, where it sets up a beat oscillation difference in the brain and takes you to an immediate theta state of deep relaxation.
What is a beat
Within those 10 minutes.
oscillation? I don't know what a beat oscillation
What
is.
happens is, we've got headphones on right now, right? And so the music will automatically put one frequency into one ear and another frequency into the other ear. The beat oscillation difference, say for instance, it's 170 hertz goes in the one ear and 166 hertz goes in the other ear. There's a beat oscillation difference of 4, which is the theta state of deep relaxation. So it's more complicated than that, but it's an amazing experience. So at WIMA is going to be able to experience some of those sessions when they come in. And you can do that tonight.
Yes. So you brought in a painting for us to see.
Oh, I am so excited about this.
Is this something that's going to be shown tonight?
Yes, and it's actually available for purchase now. This is called Echoes of Sound.
Who created this?
Milo Deffin.
Milo Deffin?
He is a fabulous graphics artist and brander, and he's been with me for a couple decades.
Look at all those circles, and it's like a mantra, or what do you call it? Mandala.
Yeah, or a drum circle.
A drum circle, yes. They're all connected. Just like us. It's like the circle of friends. Look at that.
See? There's so many different
You see all
interpretations.
And you have a larger version, of course, it's going to
Yeah.
be available for purchase tonight. Are you
Right.
auctioning that off? Or
Right.
you're
No,
going to, it's just
people
being
can,
straight
if they
purchase?
want it, straight purchase.
So is it a print that you're selling many of them? Or is there an original that you're selling also?
Nope.
No, he's keeping
No,
the original.
it's all, no, I have everything.
You have it.
Yeah, I have the rights to it.
Okay, and then tell us about your event tonight.
It's
Do you have
the open
flyer
house.
on that?
Yes, we have a flyer. So at the open house, you're finding out how you can activate your potential. You know, when we talk about creativity and women in music and arts, we're talking about your creative potential.
Right.
You know, and how you can activate that. And that's what we're talking about tonight, is how to activate your potential. When you're stuck in unsettledness, it's how to get that creativity out. And so we're really good at healing people.
And what's your website?
Musicforlife.us. So that's music, the number 4, life, life.us, like the United States. Easy to find us. There's lots of videos. You can take a video tour of the office and see what you're going to find out about
Great.
tonight.
And then you've known about women in music and arts for about a year, and when we started last year. And so with your thinking and everything that you've been involved throughout your lifetime, what do you think the importance of being part of women in music and arts is?
You know, the creativity is all about a collaborative process, whether it's you and yourself, and you and somebody else, or you and the medium that you're delivering that through. And I think that people need a lot of support in really developing that, because it's easy to get stuck. There's so many different perspectives that can come out that you just get stuck in your creativity sauce. And yet you've got so much that you can deliver. And so no matter what your artistic expression is, you need to be able to have that support. And I think that the foundation is doing that in order to support people to be greater expressions through the arts.
Well, thank you so much, Judith, for being here today. I know you've got a busy schedule, you've got patients waiting for you, but I appreciate you coming by, stopping by Siena Italian Restaurant to join us here for lunch with Sandy. Lunch with Sandy.
Thanks so much, Sandy. Look forward to seeing you.
Thank you. I'll see you. We'll see you March the 20th.
Yeah,
Yes. Okay, thank you. So if you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Lunch with Sandy here at Siena Italian Trattoria at 9500 West Sahara, right west of Fort Apache. And we've got lots of people here that are enjoying lunch, and we've had Amy Frost, Judith Pinkerton, Laura Manning, James Severson, Arthur Blomberg, we have Crystal Ball and her models, and we also have Calvin Lee, who will be singing later. So we'll be right back and join you soon. Bye. Welcome back to Lunch with Sandy here at the Siena Italian Authentic Trattoria at 9500 West Sahara, just west of Fort Apache. My guests today are Amy Frost, my co-host, obviously. Obviously, you've been my co-host since day
But I wanted
one.
to talk about something when you're ready here in a minute.
Okay, and then we've also got Arthur
Easy
that
for
was
you.
easy for me to say, Blomberg. No, that's still not it?
Not even close.
Oh, say it again. Tell me.
It's Blowburger.
Oh, Blowburger. Where am I
Close.
getting this?
So
Oh
close.
my gosh.
We'll get there.
Blowburger.
I'll chastise
He's
you
going
for
to
that.
chastise me later. Okay. And Lauren Manning and James Severson. And then also we have Calvin Lee, who's going to be joining us, and Crystal Ball and her models. So, Amy.
Well, we're talking about circles,
Yes.
and with the foundation,
WIMA
I'm very
Foundation.
excited. The Nonprofit Sector Foundation.
Oh.
We have these collaborative forums that we have once a year, and what we're starting to do now, starting on March 19th, we're going to have probably mentor circles, where we're going to bring together 12 people
I know,
at
that's so exciting.
Julie's Daybreak Coffee Shop,
Yes.
and have them come together, connect with each other, and then how can we support themselves, each other, and their causes. And I'm the drive over, so I'm calling mentoring circles. I think now they're collaborative circles. So, oh crap! As soon as you get it out there, you start changing. But that's all right. I think we're going to have mentoring circles too.
Okay.
So I think that they're going to be two different animals.
Okay.
So because when we talk about mentoring and how important that is to living your mission, that I think we need to be having mentoring circles and collaborative circles. So the first one will more on that, but March
Okay, great.
19th will be the first one.
And that's going to be March 19th?
Yeah,
Is
4
the first
o'clock.
one.
Yeah, and we'll get
4
out
o'clock.
information. And we're only going to have 12 people.
You have the address for that?
Not right off the top of my head.
It's, yeah, I know. It's
I'll
right-
get it
it's
out
just-
later.
Yeah.
If they get with us, we can get them
North
out.
of Russell.
That
North
we
of
said
you.
we're going to seal it down to 12 people, and
Okay.
like what we do with the mixers, really get people out there. What are you passionate about? Go put time, money, and energy towards it.
Okay, great. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. I noticed you're wearing a new, is this a new little piece?
Well, this is
No,
my
the-
Buddhist necklace. I have a cross on too. I'm covering all bases.
I see. So, Laura
Yes.
Manning, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm good.
You're looking good.
Thank you, thank you. So are you. Look at you. I mean, every day
Pretty
I
in
see you.
purple.
I know. Her energy is just fantastic. That's the one thing. You can always tell. Look at somebody's eyes, and how crystal clear they are, and how, your energy and your passion for what you do, which is songwriting. You write musicals, you write plays, and you sing. You still sing. She's 85 years old, and she is a WIMA member.
Actually,
and-
I'm 86.
Oh, you're 80. Oh, you have a birthday. Oh, my goodness.
You don't look a day over 85.
Thank you.
And then she's joined by James Severson here, and you guys are doing a performance coming up.
Yes, this Sunday at the Flamingo Library, the Clark County Library, at 2 p.m. And we're doing a show called Those New Good Old Radio Days. So what the head of Media Guilds International, who's Betty Lugaris, has assembled the best in her class, and we're doing 12 or 13 little plays written by various people in the style of radio.
12 or 13 little plays. When you say a little play,
About 3 minutes, 5 minutes.
3 to 5 minutes. Okay.
Yes, and she has got, we've got all the old-fashioned sound effects with the music and signs, applause, cheer, hiss, boo.
Do you have clap,
everything-
clap, clap?
clap, 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 everything like that. Footsteps on,
Right.
we have everything the way they used to do it in radio.
Oh my gosh, that's exciting.
And we're all dressing in the style of the 40s.
Oh, okay.
And we have pictures of people, of our relatives in the 40s. Of course, I have a picture of myself in the 40s.
So when we come, can we dress that era too?
You can if you like. Why not? That would be fun.
So James, have you been working with Betty for a long time?
I've been with Betty since last June.
Okay.
Took a class from her, and then I just started becoming into Media Guild International and working with her once a week, and here we are now, to this
Now,
point.
Media Guild International, is that Betty Lou's
Yes.
Betty
organization?
Lugaris, yes.
Yes, Betty Lou Garrett. And, yeah, I said Betty Lou.
You're not the only one. Everybody does that.
Close enough.
It's Betty Lugaris.
Betty Lou Garrett.
Yes, it's a nice Greek name.
But, okay, so how did you get involved in this? Have you been a performer or singer all your life?
I was an educator.
An educator? Okay, so you've been teaching.
Yes, until I retired
Okay.
6 years ago, and I had to find something to do. So I went to CSM and took 3 classes there, and all 3 classes were from Douglas Baker, teacher. And then I was in a play there. You can't take it with you.
Great place.
First no play I ever did. And I thought, I'm going to see how far I can go. And someone had mentioned Betty's name, and I enrolled in her class, and it's gotten to this point. And I'm enjoying every minute of it.
That's good.
Every minute.
So now, are you in every single play, or just
Oh, no.
a particular one? Like each of you are doing certain plays?
We have about 15 performers,
15 performers,
and so we break it up. I open the show with a song that I wrote called "Those Good Old Radio Days," and then I am in one play, and then I narrate another.
Can you give us a little taste of that song?
Sure, I'm gonna kind of talk it, and then I'll sing it.
Okay.
We have it. It's sort of. Well, you'll hear. Let's turn back the clock for a little culture shock to the golden days of radio in its time of great sensation. You heard music and comedians, funny folks, tragedians, and all you really needed was a good imagination. And as a little boy said to his friend the other day, we just got a radio. It's great. You don't have to watch it. And the song starts, how I'd love to sing along when Kay Kaiser played a song. Remember Major Bow's big gong in those good old radio days. And I always wanted more, listening to Dinah Shore. Eddie Cantor made me roar in those good old radio days. Dragnet really caught the crooks. I had fun with Almus Brooks, the Inner Sanctum's creepy host. Remember Raymond scared me the most. And you know you had it made, singing with the hit parade. Catch the bad guys with Sam Spade in those good old radio days. And it's
Wow, that's Laura Manning. That was great, Laura.
Thank you.
You'll have to come to the show to hear the rest of it.
That's right. So the show is this Sunday.
2 p.m., Flamingo Library, which is the Clark County Library. It's got a great theater, all the bells and whistles. It's like a real theater, and you know.
And it's free.
And
And it's free.
Yeah.
And this is at the Flamingo
Library.
Clark County Library,
Yes.
right? Okay. And so do you have an address on it, or is it on the east side or the west side? East side, right?
East side.
Okay. All right. So you can. I'm sure they can find out the address online.
Close to you on that?
I believe it's close to it, yes.
Yeah, yeah. And so, and then, so that you're doing that this week.
Yes, and
what are you
hopefully
doing?
we'll be doing it. We're doing it for the blind in March.
Right.
And then we have a patriotic show that we're going to do, where I'll add different kinds of songs and narrations to do a patriotic show.
Okay, well, I'm excited to go see this. This will be great.
Yeah, I can't wait either.
He's invited agents and producers from the Valley
Okay.
to come and see it too.
Now, how long did it take you to prepare for this show?
Oh, several months.
Several months.
Because remember, we're not dealing with, quote, professionals.
Uh-huh.
We're dealing with people who are learning the business.
Right.
And a lot of them, you know, it takes a while before you get enough courage to get up in front of a bunch of people and do, you know, sing or
Well,
dance.
and I love what you're doing because it really shows that if you want to have a break, you got to make one.
That's right.
You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And most of the people are working full-time jobs too. And so this is just a
So how do you find out about Betty Lugaris' classes?
I've known Betty for over 40 years. We knew each other in Los Angeles, where she and I and the wonderful Sydney Miller used to do shows together.
Does she have she has a website, right?
Yeah, she does. Media Guilds International.
Media Guild International. So if you want to take classes and learn more about voiceovers, which I'd like to do that.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to join.
She's a great teacher.
Yeah. Okay, great. Well, so we'll see you Sunday at the Flamingo Library, which is on Flamingo,
And
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
And may I say one more
Yes,
thing?
of course.
Okay, on Thanksgiving through Christmas in Los Angeles,
Yes.
there's a show of mine that I wrote with the great Waylon Picard called The Ghost of Gershwin. It's in a theater.
Yes.
We got it produced.
Congratulations.
And if you're in town, come see it.
Well, and also, WIMA is going to be producing, we're going to be putting up 3 shows of our members, and yours is one of them. Yes, and that show is, what's the name of that show?
Vintage wine.
Vintage Wine. And it's all people over 50.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Yours
there's
is
a lot
one
of
production
talent in this town
That's
who
right.
are over 50.
That's right. Well, thank you so much, Laura and Steve and James, for coming out, okay? And being part of WIMA, obviously.
Thank
and,
you, Sandy.
And we'll see you soon. Okay, thank you. We'll see you Sunday.
Will do.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Hi, Arthur. How are you? Should I call you Bloomberg again?
Yes, thank you
Who would
very
you
much.
like to be?
Thank you
I
very much,
tell you.
Sandy Kissel.
Yeah, it is.
Kastel,
I always get
Kastel,
that.
What's your name
Castle or Kissel
Yeah.
or Kastel or Kessel.
again? Actually, it was always very tough growing up with a last name like mine of
Blowburger.
I put up with a lot of fun in school. They called me Arthur Blowaburger, Blowburgers. so for a long time, I changed my name to Arthur James, and then no one would ever remember me.
Well, you
So
know,
I
Arthur
went
and
back to Blowburger, and everyone remembers
Arthur and I go way back, so you'd think I'd know his name by now, but I knew Art. See, I used to call him Art. Hi, Art. And we were in, what was the production? A Funny Girl,
Funny
right?
Girl, Rancho High
Rancho
School, I
High
think
School.
1973.
Oh, you didn't have to say that.
Sorry about that.
Under the river room.
We were just 2 years old in high school. And
Yeah, and you played a fantastic funny girl, and I played Eddie Ryan, your dancing instructor. That was a real stretch,
yeah,
but it was a wonderful musical for a bunch of kids to put on.
it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. So what have you been doing since then?
Well, mostly I try to enjoy my life. I'm kind of a rebel, and I march to the beat of a different drum. I do my own thing, and my own thing at this time is something called LasVegazine.com. That's LASVEGAZINE, LasVegazine with a Z.com. And I've been in the publishing industry for a long time. And this is a site for locals and for tourists to learn about entertainment in Las Vegas, sports, all kinds of interesting things. So I recommend you have a look at my LasVegazine.com. And there's all kinds of things to do. I got my special February Valentine's edition up there right now. So
good.
I want to thank you for having me here today on the day before Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
It's really my favorite holiday. I'm an incurable romantic.
That's good.
I look forward to...
But now, didn't you play guitar too?
I play guitar. I've been playing guitar all my life. You probably remember that from high school.
Yeah.
I still play. It's what gives me the most joy in life. I love to play and sing.
But you played around town too. You were playing.
Here and there,
Yeah.
I play.
Yeah.
In fact, if you want to hear some of my songs, you can find me on vandalism.com, soundcloud.com,
There you go.
youtube.com. Look for Arthur Bloberger, and I've got quite a few of my songs up there. I've had thousands of hits, and it's quite a pleasure.
Good. Stick around, Art.
Okay.
I don't want you to go anywhere. Okay, stay right here. Okay, because if you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Lunch with Sandy here at the Siena Italian Authentic Trattoria and Deli at 9500 West Sahara, and we're going to be right back after a few messages from our sponsors. Welcome back to Lunch with Sandy here at Siena Italian Authentic Trattoria at 9500 West Sahara, just west of Fort Apache. I'm here today with my guest, Amy Frost. I have Gary Anthony, Arthur Bloberger, Laura Manning, and James Stevenson. Oh my goodness. And Crystal Ball and her models. And we have Calvin Lee. Hi, Calvin. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you, Sandy?
I'm doing wonderful.
Good.
So you're here from Nashville, or
Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee?
Yes. Born and raised in a small town, Earl, Arkansas. So, just recently moved from Nashville here. I've been here about 8 months.
So what do you think of Las Vegas compared to Nashville?
I love Las Vegas. Lots of neon lights. A lot different from them crops back in Arkansas. Always dark roads, and, the streets and stuff like that. But yeah, it's very beautiful here. I love it here in Las Vegas.
So how long have you been singing?
I have been singing practically all my life. I don't want to give you an age, but
That's okay.
but yeah, I've been singing a long time. I started singing in a small church back home in a little town called Earl, Arkansas. So I started out. I was about 12, 13 years old. Singing in the choir.
So what inspired you to do this song, this Tupelo song?
The Tupelo song was inspired by my grandfather. Actually, he had his best friend back in the day, and had passed away. Been at the wrong place at the wrong time. Back in Tupelo, Mississippi. And it's very strange about the song because I can remember being a kid riding on the front seat with my grandparents, and he used to talk about his best friend a lot, how he missed his best friend after his best friend had passed away. But even after the funeral and everything, he would still talk about, his best friend. And he would imagine that he would see him, like, at the feed store and stuff like that. And my grandmother would go like, that's not your best friend, he's been dead for years. But anyway, it kind of stuck with me. And
but he always felt he was his best friend because he was his best friend.
He just couldn't let it go. So I wrote a song about it.
So you want to sing this for us?
Sure.
It's called Tupelo. And here it is. It's coming.
2 doors down in Tupelo, in a 2-room shotgun shack, we played on our hands and knees beneath the porch in the back, sitting in an old tire swing, counting stars at night, looking for the UFOs among those lights. Shotgun blasts on the other side of the track. Sound of daughter couldn't make it back. Sirens blown in the middle of the night. Red and yellow blue lights up the night. Wouldn't walk across the tracks at night. Till the morning daylight. What you allowed in, tamper with the evidence. Down Sunday, slow singing, slow driving to the Baptist church on Sunday. Mama cries out, there lies my baby. But I was trying to calm the family down as we all gathered around here. Just 2 doors down in Tupelo. Dinner served at Aunt Sarah's house. Families here from north and south. Southern fried chicken, feeling looking good. Got front porch keys, sweet as can be. Domino game beneath an old oak tree. That's the way it was in '63. Counting Sunday, slow singing, slow driving to the Baptist church on Sunday. Mama cries out, there lies my baby. Well, I was trying to calm the family down as they all gathered around me. Just 2 doors down, below.
That's beautiful, Calvin. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for singing.
Thank you.
Well, do you have a website where people can find out about your music?
I'm actually developing a new website right now. I'm on a new management.
Okay.
I have a email address, which is calvin6161@gmail.com.
Okay, calvin@gmail.com. Okay. Well, I thank you for coming on the show. We're running down on time here, and I've got a couple more models to come up and show us some outfits. But thank you for coming back, and I want to have you back on the show, okay?
Thank you so much, Sandy.
All right, thank you, and we'll hear more from your new songs, okay? Tupelo.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Crystal, we've got a couple more outfits I know you want to talk about, and then we're probably going to be wrapping it up here, so.
Okay.
Never enough time. We need more time. Okay, so you've got Kim, or who's coming up?
Kim Flowers. I want to say a little bit about, I didn't mention earlier, all my clothes have no buttons, no zippers, they all wrap to flow.
Okay, so these are beautiful. Look at this. Oh, this is in like, what is that, butter?
Yeah, it is.
Butter.
It's
Yeah.
really a cream corn.
Cream corn.
Yes, and it's butter on Kim because he wears it so well. All wraps to flow
Oh, that's
for every
beautiful.
woman, free
Yes.
size for every size. Thank you, Kim.
Thank you. And Terry Watts? Oh, this is lovely. So if you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel here, and this is Lunch with Sandy. We've got these beautiful models here. Look at this. This has lavender in it. And
Yeah, it's another knit. It actually is a free-flowing gown, free-sized. It's off the shoulders, and it is very sexy without showing everything. It's just very forgiving.
it's gorgeous.
Thank you. This is leisure beachwear.
And this is Danica? Ah,
Danica. This is for the beach, this is for leisure. It is also free-flowing. It is for every woman, and it fits every size, and it forgives a multitude of sins. Thank you. And our last one is for our Valentine girl. This is Marie, and she's wearing Valentine red. And it is a two-piece. Yeah, it's a two-piece, and it also has no
beautiful
buttons,
red.
no zippers.
It's kind of reddish fuchsia kind of color.
Right. And it actually, the bottom piece actually turns into a cape. You can wear it as a cape, or you can wear it on your hips as a...
Is that like a penny velvet?
Yeah, exactly.
that's nice.
Exactly. It's perfect
Beautiful.
for the holiday. Thank you, Marie.
Thank you. Thank you for coming to lunch with Sandy. We'll be here every Wednesday from 12 to 1. Thank you.